The monohybrid cross is the genetic diagram that you need to be able to understand for GCSE biology, and it involves dominant and recessive alleles. Remember, alleles are different versions of the same gene. Let's imagine an animal, like a sheep. Okay, so I shall draw an anatomically correct diagram of a sheep. This one's got a black face, and he's a male, a ram, and this one has a white face, okay, and she's a female, she's a ewe. When they mate, okay, all of their offspring, no matter how many times they produce offspring, are always black-faced lambs. Okay? Always. So, then we talk about dominance and recessive. Because the offspring are always black-faced, we say that black-faced is dominant, because it always expresses itself or covers up the recessive white-faced gene. We assume that face colour is controlled by one gene. So because black-faced is dominant, we give it the letter capital B. We choose the same letter but lowercase for the recessive allele of that gene. Okay, so how is this explained? Well, it's explained with the use of the genetic cross diagram. If you remember, there are always 2 copies of every chromosome in the body cells. Okay, so the ram has his 2 chromosomes, and on that chromosome he has the black-faced gene, and on the copy of the chromosome he has his second copy of the black-faced gene. On the same chromosome in the female, she has the white-faced allele, the recessive one. So when they make gametes, so when he makes sperm, the sperm will contain one chromosome with either the black-faced gene on it and the other chromosome, because remember, gametes are haploid, they only have one copy of each chromosome. The ewe will produce eggs or ova with either that chromosome or that chromosome. Now this cross is represented with what's called a Punnett square, and I do it like this. I do a nice tidy grid. Like this. And I put a line down here and a line here. Now either side of these double lines, and either side here, I'm going to put the dad's sperm here, the gametes, big B or big B, and the ewe's eggs will be little b, little b. Now, this sort of sperm can join with this sort of egg. Remember, fertilisation is this. There's the egg, there's the sperm, and they join together to form the fertilised egg, which we call the zygote. Ovum, sperm, fertilisation, zygote. So if that sperm joins with that egg, it'll have that combination of genes. If this sperm joins with that egg, it'll have that combination of genes. this sperm joins with that egg, that combination, this sperm joins with that egg, that combination. So can you see the offspring are all big B, little b. They are all heterozygous. They are all black-faced. Now, the combination of genes that you have is called your genotype. Important word to remember that. The physical characteristic that you have, the fact that you're either black-faced or white-faced, is your phenotype. Another important word that you need to remember. Now, you can see that you can get two different forms of black-faced sheep. You can either be like the original father, which is black-faced, or you can be like the offspring, which are black-faced. There's only one version of the white-faced sheep. You have to be homozygous recessive, because if you have the dominant gene, you'll be black. Now, the next thing you can do, instead of crossing a homozygous dominant black ram with a homozygous recessive white-faced ewe, you can cross two heterozygous sheep. So, let me show you. That would be black-faced, and because it's heterozygous, that one will be black-faced as well. So this time, it's that combination that you have. These are the chromosomes I'm drawing. Notice the genes are in the same position on the length of the chromosome. So when you do this cross, if we do the Punnett square, Dad can either form sperm with the dominant gene in, or sperm with the recessive gene in. So, big B or little b. Mum can make eggs with either the dominant gene in or the recessive gene in. So these are the gametes. So if this sperm meets with this egg, you get this. Nearly made a mistake. If this sperm meets with this egg, you get this. If this sperm meets with this egg, you get this. And this sperm meets with this egg, you get this. So you get one of them, two of those, and two of those. 1 to 2 to 1. They're the different genotypes. So this is called the genotype ratio. Now, this one's black-faced. This one's black-faced because it's got the dominant gene. This one's black-faced because it's got the dominant gene. This one's white-faced because it's got homozygous recessive. So you have 3 to 1. Black-faced to white-faced. And that's called a phenotype ratio. And the way I remember it is phenotype sounds a bit like the physical characteristics. So that is the basic monohybrid cross you need to remember for GCSE. Very quickly. Big B crossed with little b gives you all heterozygous. That's the first generation. Take two of those, big B little b crossed with big B little b, we get 1 to 2 to 1, homozygous dominant, heterozygous, homozygous recessive, or 3 to 1, black to white. And that there is the ratios of the second generation. And whatever genetic cross you do at GCSE, it's always the same pattern.